Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the South Carolina versus Arkansas college basketball matchup on Thursday, March 14th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. Those are not available on the website. To get those, you have to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. South Carolina taking on Arkansas. You know, South Carolina 25-6, picked before the season, dead last in the SEC. And this team has played with a chip on their shoulder all season long with something to prove. Coach Paris said, hey, I know who I am, and I know who I am as a coach and what I've accomplished. He goes, and I know who you guys are, and we're not the 14th best team in this conference. And I'll tell you what, I think he says that speech before every single game because this team comes out fired up every single time. And I'll tell you, it hasn't always been pretty, but it just seems to be this workmanlike effort where it's just almost like an Iowa State type thing where it's just there's nothing you can do about it. And we've seen some of the best in the nation fall to the Gamecocks this season, both at home and on the road. You know, the thing is, Arkansas comes into this one, 5.5-point dogs. They've been, one of the more disappointing teams of the entire year. Remember earlier this season when they knocked off Duke at Arkansas? Most people thought that the Hogs were off to the races, me included. But the thing is that this Arkansas team just disappointed all season long. Musselman, I believe, is a good coach. He certainly has been a great recruiter, in his time in Fayetteville. But this season, boy, 16-16. That's after winning against Vandy on Wednesday night. These teams played in Arkansas this season. It was all South Carolina in that game. Arkansas was actually a 2.5-point home favorite back on January 20th, and South Carolina just woodshedded them by 13. I'll tell you what, I watched the game. It was not even as close as the score. It was one of those. When we look at the Arkansas offense, they've been okay, but they don't shoot the ball well from the perimeter. 295th in the nation, shooting just 32%. The national average is 33.8%. And I'll tell you what, the Gamecocks do not make it easy on their opponents, just better than that average. And also, when it comes to just defense overall, South Carolina allowing teams to shoot just 42.2%. Arkansas does hit their free throws. They have a lot of good players on this team, but South Carolina, and I think when you have teams that are playing on that kind of that chip on their shoulder, that that we have to try harder than everybody else. You see it on the boards, and South Carolina absolutely swarms those boards. They make it absolutely uncomfortable for their opponents, and I think they get them into this place where in their heads they just feel like they can't even compete anymore. And I'm telling you, we've seen better teams than this Arkansas team fall. And I look for South Carolina to crush the boards on both ends of the court in this one to make quick work of the Hogs. I'm going to take South Carolina, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.